Hello, this is an Ancel Battery Tester. This is not a sponsored video. I bought this with my own money off of Amazon. I'll put links in the video description. Comes in this very small box. This is everything in the package. Okay, so we have some instructions. Have a battery tester with a positive and negative cable and a USB-A port to plug in, I guess, to a laptop, and then this end to here. There's a port right here. The only thing I can think of you might use this for is to use a laptop maybe to print, or to print directly to a printer. I don't know how that works, but I know that on some of the reports it'll let you print them out, so that's the only reason I could see using that. So basically this gets its power from plugging it into the battery. So we're going to show you how it works, and this was about $37 on Amazon. The price will probably fluctuate, but I'll put links in the video description. And the purpose of this, of why I bought it, why someone might want to own it, is it's a pretty common problem for cars not to start and to wonder what is it, and you may not be at an auto parts store where you could go and have them diagnose it right away. So there's some quick things you could do maybe in the driveway or at your home or wherever you're at. So what this will do is tell you right away, is my battery good or bad? So then from there you can make other decisions. You might still want to end up going to get it further diagnostics done, but at least it tells you. And it not only tells you if the battery's good or bad, but it'll also give you some in-between steps, like you might want to recharge your battery or something like that. So I thought that it would be a good thing to have to help diagnose, especially since batteries are so expensive nowadays, ranging from $200 to $300 for a new battery. So we're going to go ahead and try this out on my daughter's 2015 Mazda CX-5. So let's get started. Alright, so we have our battery tester. We have our battery right here on this vehicle. This is a 2015 Mazda CX-5 Sport. This is the negative terminal. This is the positive terminal. So we hooked those on there. And we didn't turn anything on. It just gets power from the battery, so it's on. So now just have to kind of look at this. Quick test. Quick test, battery in vehicle. I'm just going to start with the quick test. That's the first one. I'm going to hit the enter button right here. Input amp hour value. Okay, so it's important if you're going to use this to know what battery you have. So you'd want to look up your battery. I was not able to find an amp hour rating. It might be written on this label that's covered up by the hold down, but I was able to Google it and find out that my amp hour rating for this Duralast battery is a 55 amp hour. So I have chosen with the up and down arrows, I've got my setting to 55 amp hours, and now I'm going to put enter. Okay, so now it's testing. Good recharge. Okay, healthy 100%. The charge is at 52%. So it's saying it's good, but it needs a recharge. I do not have a battery charger, so that's something I might need to look into. But that tells me that it's good. So I'm going to exit out of this, and then I'm also going to show you. Let's just look at the battery in vehicle just to see what it does. Let's see, battery test. Let's see what that does. Check surface charge. Turn lights on for about 10 seconds and turn them off. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so I did that. The next thing I need to know is what kind of battery is this? Is it a regular flooded or an AGM? Okay, looking at the AutoZone website where this battery, this Duralast brand is sold, it's regular flooded. So I'm going to put enter. Select input. GB, I don't know. SAE. Okay, let me again look up the specifications. Okay, it's a SAE type A. This is all off the AutoZone website for this battery. Okay, set rating 500 amp SAE. That's what it defaults. Mine's 800 cranking amps, 640 cold. So I think that would be 800. Let's find out. Because it doesn't say cold. So I'm going to go with the 800 number, which is also right on the battery. Okay, let's try that. That's testing. Okay. See, now that's saying healthy 40%, charge 41%. So saying the battery's good, but it could use a recharge. Okay, I'm going to exit out of that. Battery in vehicle, we're going to do this again. We're going to do the cranking test. Okay, let's make it start the engine for this one. Cranking is low. Okay. I'm going to exit. Okay. Alright, so we have one more test we want to check out. Battery in vehicle, enter. I'm going to do the charging test. Ripple test. Increase RPM to 25 to 3000. Keep it there for 5 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to start it up and do that. Press enter. Voltage normal. Okay, so I'm gonna just take a second and unplug it here. Alright, so first thing right away, it asks for the amp hours of the battery. We didn't know that. It might, your label might have it on there, and this one might have it on there, but a lot of it's covered up by that. So I would just say that to use this, for starters, you need to know what battery you have in your vehicle, which you can look at the label. We looked at this one. It was like some sort of Duralast Pro Ultra, which doesn't look like they sell that anymore. It looks like they rebranded it to Duralast Gold because the item number is identical and the cranking amps are identical. So I was able to use that information off the AutoZone website to find it, but it still didn't have the amp hours anywhere. So I had to Google that for that battery to find that it was 55 amp hours. So I would just say you need to know something about your battery. So what we learned about my daughter's battery is that it's good, but the charge is kind of low. So the charge is down a little under 50%. So I'm gonna have to look into that to see what we can do to maybe get a little more life out of this battery by getting it charged. So I'm gonna have to do some research on battery charging, see what the best way is to do that. And so anyway, but it was pretty easy to use. You just need to know the cranking amps, which is the higher number of the two. So this one had 800 cranking amps and 640 cold cranking amps. So that'll be CA for cranking amps and CCA for cold cranking amps. But it never asked for the cold cranking amps on this test. It just wanted the 800, and it used the 55 amp hours. Those were the two numbers that I had to know to put in here. So those are two numbers you can find for your battery. What's my amp hour rating and what's my cranking amp rating. So if you know those two things, you can use it. And so this would be beneficial. Let's say your car doesn't start. You always want to start with your battery. Why isn't my car starting? So you don't get ripped off at the mechanic, paying $280 or so for a new battery when you may not have needed one. So this does tell you, hey, your battery's good or it's bad, or might give you an option in the middle, like try recharging it first, stuff like that. So it can be good for diagnosing that. So you might be interested in something like this. Again, this was right in the $37 range. So hope this video has been helpful. I'll put links to this in the video description. Thank you for watching.